Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Hello. Testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. Test. Test, test, test. Okay, sound is working right now. All right, hello, my name is Daniel Guys. I'm the creative and technical director at ED Films. Here we are trying for the third time on the stream, trying to see if we can get it to work. It seems that my sound keeps cutting out for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but hopefully this time it holds up. Let me know if you guys can't hear anything. It seems fine to me. Okay. Let me know if it disappears, because I swear it was working before, and I thought it checked. But anyways, we'll see. Who knows? Okay, so let's try again. So anyways, we are painting. We are taking some. Oh no. Hello. Okay, we're taking some textures that I painted in 3DCoat onto the UV maps from an object that I brought in from Maya as an OBJ into 3DCoat. And okay, so I'm glad it seems to be working better now. I don't know why, it's weird. Anyway, so I brought all this stuff in. I've drawn all over it, and again, I'm using this as a guide, and that's why there's so much detail here and there, is because it's sort of giving me a sense of what I need to paint and draw in Rebelle. So I took the paintings, the textures, and I exported them, and I brought them in here. And from here, I will be able to add details to them and do additional texturing. And so that's what we're doing right now. And it's going to be, like I keep saying, it's going to be kind of a boring stream. But I just thought I thought I would share the process a little bit. And you guys can, if it's not interesting, then you don't have to watch. I'll try not to blather on too much. If you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. Anything, it doesn't even have to be specifically related to this topic. I have to get these finished. I have to get a test finished, because we're possibly going to be using Unreal Engine to make the film. I'm not sure. We're kind of trying to figure that out right now, see if it's possible. And so I have to use this process to figure out if what we're planning is actually going to work. So we will see. Okay, so I've got most of the pieces in place. Now there are seams on everything. So there's these seams here which weren't really planned. They would normally be a couple of pieces of paper, but they don't line up perfectly, of course. So I'm going to draw like a little dotted line on them just to help sell the line break, because I don't really want to have to go back into 3DCoat and fix the transitions over UV splits. Because all the characters pieces had to fit on 4K squares on tiles, because of the way the game engine works, I didn't want to have to. I kind of couldn't do it exactly as purely as I wanted to. Okay, so pretty soon I'm going to turn the guide off, and then we're going to just start cleaning a lot of this stuff up, and continue to refine it and make it look a little bit better and add more contrast. Right now, this particular layer is faded down quite a bit, but mostly because I want it to, I don't want it to be too dark. Okay. I've also started this process on one of the least important characters in the film, so it's a good place for me to experiment and not be overly precious of what I'm doing. I can throw it away if it's really not working. So that's the other thing. For me, it's a better way to work, because otherwise I can try to do a really perfect job right away, and that could ultimately end up meaning it's taking a long time to do very little. I'm just adding some of this stuff. I should probably put this stuff on a new layer. So just bear with me for a second. I'm going to let this simulation run a little bit until I'm okay with it. And then we're going to go through and add a new layer and start to sculpt a little bit more. And then I'll do some of the light layers. Now the character, let's move to layer 5. Just want to see something. What exactly is layer 5? I'm not sure what's on it. Let's zoom out. Okay, nothing yet. So I'm going to turn off the guide. Oh, the only thing I want to do is put this back on. The guide is kind of important, at least on the neck, because I have the least amount of visual stuff to reference. But I'm going to go to the little pen here, and I'm going to put a dotted line right here, just to like help sell that seam where it joins up. And you'll see what I mean later. I really like Rebelle's pens. They have a really nice, like if you look really close at them, we'll turn off this. They have a really nice organic feel to them, and they tend to react to the paper texture really nicely. So that's kind of why I'm focusing on using them a little bit more. Okay, so in this layer, I'm going to just use this filbert one more time, and I'm just putting in the dark areas for the eyes, because these characters, the secondary characters, they really don't, I might have too much water on that. Their eyes are just going to be these glowing things. I might even add let it drip a little bit. I might reduce the water on my brush, actually. It's quite heavy. We could leave the drips for now for fun. It makes it more interesting to look at. Okay. I think I paused my simulation. Keep going. Oh no. I accidentally stopped it. We'll have to let it go one more time. She's gonna have these misery tears on her face. I'll probably have to stop the simulation in a second here, so it doesn't collide into everything. Excuse me. I'll probably erase those because that's really extreme. It's kind of hilarious looking, but let's put that in there for now. It'll be kind of funny. And then I think what I'll do is I'm going to reduce my water, and I'm just going to do these little eyebrows. I was thinking of doing the eyebrows as separate, but I might actually end up just animating the face by hand. I might put the eyebrows as separate we'll send it over to. I'll export it. Yeah, I can't get my voice any higher because I'm using like a mic that's not for it. It's a room microphone. But I'll save this, guys. Yeah. Anyways, I have to work on it. I'm gonna work on this more, and I'll try to fix the audio, and I'll try to stream later again today, or I'll have to just stream on Monday or something. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Not sure what's happening.